back. Right. This is where we were. Now, the better half has watched. So, this is the last episode, but she's given me a list of words she wants me to search for, or my life won't be worth living. So I'm going to do that. Apologies as well. I didn't realise how poor the sound was when, like, we find something and the music plays. Because I don't watch them back, really. It sounded fine when I was editing. But then, when the better half was watching them, I was like, is that the sound being like that all the way through? And she was like, yeah. So that's poor, isn't it? That's very poor. So I apologise for that. But this is the last episode. We're going to do another game on Wednesday. But, so we got a few things. I don't know how many of these I have searched. So we're going to have a little search through and just try and find a bit more of the story. For those who have been watching, or who haven't been watching, more like, we kind of got to the end. We kind of had this chat thing come up and say, did we, were we happy with what we found? And we said no first and carried on a bit. And then said yes. And we found out that the person on the computer is this woman's daughter called Sarah. Now, we've searched for Sarah, I believe. But let's just check. We have searched for Sarah. And she said this.
I would have been a good mother. I was young, but I would have been a good mother. She was a girl, by the way, the baby. We were going to call her Sarah. Simon wanted to call her Ava after his nana, but I didn't want her to have a symmetrical name.
So, now I always assumed that meant she lost the baby, like miscarriage or whatever, but was it adoption? No. Adopt? No, perhaps it would then. Well, that's a dead end, isn't it? What else can we do? What? Oh, tattoo. Tattoo. Very insistent. We got tattoo. Oh, fair play. 4 new clips. So let's have a watch of these.
No, he doesn't have any tattoos. He has a scar down here near his stomach, past his hip. Cut himself with some glass. That was before, a long time ago. He looks just like the photo. He's not got his glasses on here though. He takes them off with the camera. But he needs them to see properly, He has to read a newspaper or a menu in a restaurant. Not book so much, or watching TV. He likes TV.
We all like TV. All of us. Right, here we go.
Oh, my tattoo. I got it to express my individuality. It's an apple and a snake.
Little achievement for that.
So I moved out. Got a small bed sit. Got my tattoo to mark the occasion. I was singing in a bar in the evenings, so I had some money, enough money to cover my rent. And I've been doing something similar ever since. I haven't put down any roots. I don't exist.
There we are.
He saw me singing one of my shows. Pure chance. Not sure I remember what he was even doing there. Afterwards, I had a drink at the bar and he came over and we got talking. I knew who he was. Obviously I knew who he was, but he didn't know who I was. He was fascinated by the likeness. He guessed my name from my tattoo. Told me it was a palindrome, well, that would impress me. I enjoyed talking to him. It was amazing to be able to sit and interact and talk to him after all this time. He didn't tell me he was married. I'm not sure what he was thinking. He later told me it was like he was dreaming. A waking dream.
Oh, there we are. Right. That... Oh, there we are. The tattoo one. So, so this is Eve then, the one in blue, because recognize me by the tattoo. The tattoo is no relation to Hannah, is it? The snake and the apple. The relation is to Eve. So this one in blue is Eve. It's frying my brain. It.
An affair. Simon wasn't having an affair.
Well, there we are. She's pretty adamant about it. Now I think this is Eve now.
You're reaching here. And I don't know why. No, I've never cheated on anyone. I've never taken anything from anyone. Simon's dead. But I have my baby to care for. Why are you trying to make me sad? Why are you so obsessed with sex and affairs? You cheated on your wife. Is this your thing?
Oh, wow.
And what did your wife do? She didn't kill you. You think I killed Simon because he was having an affair? Well, I didn't kill him. I wasn't even there. I was in Glasgow worrying about whether my baby was still growing inside me. I mean, why would I kill Simon? I loved him.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we saw STD. I was under order search, and this. Oh, 9 entries. Here we go. Perverts.
Really? You're going to ask me about my sex life? I mean, isn't that private?
So that's Hannah. Hannah is like introverted and stuff, and that's Eve. That's what I'm going with now, anyway.
Are you married? How is your sex life? So, our sex life is probably fairly average for a couple after 10 years of marriage. No, you're talking to the wrong person if you think I'm some kind of slut. If you think I'm the kind of person that would have had sex with all those guys.
Right, I don't know how to narrow that down to find the other 4 entries, to be honest. So we'll just crack on. We've done mirror. Car was another one suggested. Oh, there we go.
I wasn't in the house all of Friday night. After the argument, after Simon left, I left too. I was upset and I wanted to get away. So I took the car.
Well, let's watch this one because it's from the same interview.
I got in the car and I drove. I just kept driving north. Just kept going, just wanted to get as far away as I could. When I finally stopped, I was all the way up in Glasgow. I was so tired. I just had to sleep. I left the next day, Saturday. I slept for a few hours in the car. And when I woke up, I came straight back. Simon wasn't returning my calls and I wanted to try and make up. I got back to the house and Simon wasn't there. And I... Excuse me. Is there a bin?
Oh my word. I just had my breakfast.
Yeah. I pulled over and slept in the car. This was just by the side of the road. I was exhausted.
So let's just chuck a few words in then. A couple more things, look.
I sleep on the right side of the bed as you come in from the door. You can tell because I have 2 pillows and he just has 1. Simon was very moral about that sort of thing. He wouldn't just walk out there and sleep with anyone. He wasn't that kind of guy. He took his marriage very seriously.
Yes, that's definitely Eve. But she ain't got a tattoo on this one. So that's 25th of June. Not even a week later, all of a sudden she got a tattoo. So they definitely not. They must be twins then, surely. She definitely hasn't got a tattoo in this, she?
Yes. I inherited it from my parents, so it made sense to move back. Me and Simon.
So
Felt like going back to old ways.
that ends that then for me. I thought it might be like split personality, but she hasn't got the tattoo there. She's got the tattoo there. So they are different. They must be twins. And we searched for twin, haven't we? We've done twin. Yeah. So they must be twin. Did we do sister? Yeah, we've done sister. Oh, the other one. I think I did this one. Oh, wig. Yeah. Oh, there's a tick by that. Child? Ooh, it's one we haven't watched. Eve talking, look.
Yeah. We were 17. It was a nice wedding, people said. Simon looked very handsome in the photos. His parents paid for everything, but he's an only child, so it was important to them. It was what they called a shotgun wedding, but if you looked at the photos, you couldn't tell. The dress was beautiful. It looked like Princess Diana's. The train wasn't quite as long, though. There's a great photo of the bridesmaid helping to carry it out of the car.
Yeah. No, I think we've done some of these, but there is the thing about Princess. Oh, another one.
Let me see. Yes. I drove in here because I remember well I went over the river. And then there was a church. There. Yeah. And I probably parked... Well, I remember seeing a street sign called Princess Street. There it is. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it must be this one. There.
So is that Eve as well? I'm getting confused in my head now, right. Let's have a little... Oh, we still got loads we haven't seen. Right, what other words we got written down here? Let's have a look. Diary. Oh, fair play. Fair play on the better half. She's finding a few.
No, he doesn't keep a diary. That's my thing. I've kept one, well, as long as I can remember, since I was a girl. It helps make sense of my day. And when you're forced to put something into words, this gives you perspective. Everyone's on the same page. When I was 8, Mother died. She slipped down the stairs. It was an accident.
Oh yeah, you pushed her.
I had read a diary at that point and I knew she wasn't my real mother. So I burned the diary that day and I left. Walked out and across the street.
Ooh, music! Whee!
It just became our way of life. We would swap places and take it in turns to do things. And we were very careful. Whoever had been out that day would come back and write a detailed diary so that we were on the same page. We had a list of rules that said what we could and couldn't do in any given situation. It was exhaustive. We lived a second life through those rules. Rules for things that could only ever happen inside our imaginations. We would consider all the permutations of future events and agree rules to walk our way through them.
Well, that's gotta be one then, haven't it? Oh my word.
Okay. She's being chased. They're trying to catch her because she did something bad. I guess she broke the rules. Or maybe they think she did something bad. Maybe it wasn't her fault. She looks scared, not guilty. Maybe it was mistaken identity. Did they catch her there? I don't know. It lasted about 6 months. I tried to carry on, but everything was different. Hannah insisted I not pretend to be her around Simon, let alone sleep with him. We didn't share him like the others. The rules had changed. Me living in the attic had become weird, in a way it hadn't been before.
Oh my word. We're only halfway through. There was a word in here I wanted to put and I can't remember what it was now. Ugh.
It lasted about 6 months. I tried to carry on, but everything was different.
Oh, I know what it was.
When beautiful people died, we always felt like it was a sign. You remember Princess Grace? Grace Kelly? She died in a car crash the year before we met Simon. We used a Ouija board to speak to her, and that gave us the power to find him. That's what we thought then. That people who died tragically leave some kind of magic behind. We used to share dreams. We used to wake up and write them down in our diaries immediately and compare them.
Nope. Magic was one. There we go.
I think it was that time, the first time at the house, in his bed, that I got pregnant. Amazing, right? This fucking magic sperm. And they say lightning doesn't strike twice. I didn't tell him. I missed 3 periods. I had pretty irregular periods anyway, but 3. I had always thought we were infertile. Both of us. I didn't tell him. Just waited. Hannah and I were meeting for our birthday, and I told her because I thought she would be happy for us both. I think she was.
Ooh, okay, so Simon got Eve pregnant when Eve wasn't supposed to be sleeping with him. Wow. Oh, here we are, man.
Yes, that's my birthday. Not one of the big ones, but I guess you can see that. It was my birthday, like you said. We were going to have a meal at home. We had our meal. He gave me his present. I guess I didn't like the present.
The present was the mirror, wasn't it?
From when I woke up. Okay. I woke up. Simon was already up and he made me birthday breakfast of Eggs Benedict. We both had to go to work, so we saved presents till later. I got to work, had some birthday cake, children sang me happy birthday, then I came home. The birthday meal was a takeaway, and Simon gave me his present, which I didn't mind. And after that, we talked about the baby. Turned into a big argument. Simon left. I was furious. I wanted to get as far away as I could and get some space to think. So I left.
Oh, man. What's the other things I got here? Oh, I keep fair play. I keep forgetting to do this one. Cat flap.
No cat. My parents had a cat before they died called Domino. It was this little black thing with white dots. And we never did anything about the cat flap, but if you were thin, you could maybe squeeze through it.
How big's a cat? A few more things. We're getting a few more details, didn't we? But 6 entries.
Yes. The first time we saw each other, it was strange. We both realised at the same moment, I think. We must have seen each other before, but there was this instant when we first realised it wasn't a reflection. The reflection was staring back. I think I was 5. It was my birthday. My reflection was wearing a party hat and waving. I knew what party hats were from books. And it suddenly occurred to me, today must be my birthday. I waved back and we just spent ages waving at each other and copying each other's movements. Mother wanted me to grow my hair long, but I kept cutting it myself. I wanted to look like my reflection. She always had short hair when she was little. Mother would hide the scissors, but I would find a way. Cut it with a bread knife, something like that. My reflection would always leave her house and go on adventures, but I never could. Mother taught me at home, and I had books and TV. Oh, TV was magical, but it was only on when it wanted to be, so I spent a lot of time reading books.
Right. A few more things I got in mind. So, question, because she had a lie detector test, didn't she? 5 entries.
Have I ever cheated on Simon? You asked that question yesterday. This is the 3rd day running you've called me in. I speak to Doug and Eleanor every day. And they say you've been asking a lot of questions. About me. Should I be worried? Am I a suspect?
Oh, we'll do suspect in a minute.
Rehearsed? You ask me the same question, you'll get the same answer. Is that your evidence? Of course I thought about what happened then. It's all I've thought about. My husband is dead. When you suspect someone of murdering their husband.
Oh, it's all coming out now, innit?
Okay. So you want to eliminate me as a suspect? That should eliminate me as a suspect. If I was in Glasgow, can't be in 2 places at once.
Okay, now we're getting towards the end. Like I said, there's loads to still find, but we could be here forever, man, and never find. Unless I went online and looked for questions. We've done over 50%. But there's loads left. And I could just keep putting things in. Kill. Oh, there's another one, look.
I mean, what if they were crazy? You hear about these crazy people all the time. I mean, why would anyone who knew Simon want to kill him?
I'm just putting in. Oh, no, that's only that one. Ooh. Oh, there we go. A few more just to finish off on. Oh, she's weird.
Can I leave? Are you going to arrest me? No. They'd laugh you out of the building. A lawyer would make mincemeat of you.
Oh.
Yes, I understand my rights. No, I don't need a lawyer.
What about 11?
I'd like to speak to a lawyer now. Please. You have no murder weapon. You have nothing. And all these stories we've been telling each other. Just that. Stories.
Half hour what it took.
Yes. No lawyer. What are you going to arrest me for?
I've done it, haven't I? There'll be loads of them. Oh, 5. Ooh!
Like I said, I think I was popping out to get something, ran out of something, had to grab something. I sometimes drive too fast. If you want, you can arrest me for that. This is a nicer room. Is this where you take people when it's time to arrest them?
Huh?
Can you arrest someone who doesn't exist?
All right. That's it. We're going to leave it there. It's good. I enjoyed this. I think my conclusion is the twins. Simon got Eve pregnant when Eve shouldn't have been sleeping with Simon. Hannah didn't like it. They had a fight, killed him, and then Eve and Hannah covered it up. I reckon. I did think it might be multiple personalities, but I think the tattoo puts pay to that. She got a tattoo in this one. She hasn't in the other short-sleeved one. So that's where I think I'm gonna conclude it. I think that's what my conclusion is. The twins, and yeah, Hannah got mad, and even Hannah covered it up. If I'm wrong, let me know. If you found other clips that disprove that, But I think that's what I'm going to go with. So we're going to leave this one there. I enjoyed this one. It was a nice little quickie, wasn't it? That's what she said. Okay, so Wednesday now. I'm hoping to do Overcooked. And it'll be me and the better half, so brace yourselves. She's not very good today. Just allow for that. I carry her through the game, basically. So just, you know, bear that in mind. Go easy on her. But we're going to try that Wednesday, see how that goes. I'm basically killing time until City Skylines 2 comes out. But until then, we'll play some Overcooked and see how far we get with that. So I'll see you then, hopefully. Thanks for watching this one, and have a good one. Ta-da!